Sunday morning. It's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And if your dad is still around, give him a call. And because it's Father's Day, I get to do whatever the hell I want, and nobody can say a goddamn thing about it. So it's pretty much like every other day because I always do whatever the hell I want, and I don't care what other people have to say. So, yeah, today there is a Father's Day car show. It's not far from here, maybe 5-minute drive. It was a pretty good turnout last year, and I expect it'll probably be the same this year. I don't know if I'm going to get there or not. I've just got too much shit to do. Big thing today, I got to straighten out the yard, clean up some stuff, and I'd like to get my 50 Ford outside in the driveway and make some room in here so I can go hard at this thing. So that's the plan for today. I'm supposed to cut the grass, but no, I don't feel like it. Oh, the hell with it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna muck about here, clean up some stuff, and when I get it all set up, I'll come back and we'll get after things. Hey, let's get this thing out of here. All right. Move this so I can bring it further over. All right, move some wheels and stuff around. All right, now I just got to straighten it out and kind of back it in place. And I've got a monster hole inside my garage. Cool. Okay, so I've half-assed assembled the column and wheel. This adapter did not come with the column. I bought this separate. It was about 130 bucks, I think, because this adapter that came with the column does not fit the wheel style. I mean, it's not even close. So, yeah. So I put this unit on. Now, I'm not even sure if I've got this right because there's no instructions with this thing. You just got to figure it out. So it's the only way that seemed to go together okay-ish. And for all intents and purposes, for what I need it for, it's basically just to get my wheel position. So on top of that, look at all the room I've got, man. I built this contraption. Basically, it represents the bottom seat height. So, it's within a half an inch. So, yeah, so I can position my column now and figure out exactly where I want it as far as up and down. And, yeah, figure out what the hell I'm doing. I got to make a bracket up for it to attach it to the dash and then something at the floor as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start messing around with that and see what I come up with. Okay, I'm going to jump over to the other side and show you what's going on. So this is pretty, I had the height there. That's just about, I want it right about here. Thinking. So my bracket, in order to catch the 2-inch part here, it's gonna have to come down and then out. I just can't, come off here and get on the fat part here. It's got to be on this section. So, yeah, almost right up to it. Something like that. Yeah, okay. So I messed around with a couple of ideas on what to build this thing out of, and I'm still haven't decided exactly what I'm doing here. But I know that, yeah, it's going to be right around there somewhere. So I've got to come down. I think what I'm going to do is make the part that goes around the 2-inch pipe first, and then figure out what I have to do to get up into the dash here. I think that's my best bet. So, having said that, I'll go around, grab the camera. That color wheel is going to go really nice with that interior. Anyway, so I started something like this, right? It'd be 2 halves. This is heavy aluminum, and I was thinking, make it out of aluminum and then just polish it up. But because I have to come down and then out, I think steel is probably the better material to use, because I can weld to it and other things. So I got some different size plate. I was messing around with rectangular tubing and all kinds of crap. I might be overthinking this a little bit, but I have sort of an idea. This is kind of the look I want. So yeah, I'm going to cut out some pieces, see what I come up with. Okay, so I think I kind of sort of got this figured out. So I've cut these 2 pieces out. I'm going to put them together and then cut them in half this way, right? So then I'll take some metal and I'll to the bottom half now. I'm going to weld the tab down all the way around and then across. Then I can drill a hole through there and put a long bolt in like so to hold the 2 halves together, and then finish everything off after. So this essentially will look like, back to back, whatever, probably about 1 inch in between, something like that. So that'll be the size of the whole bracket. So I'll go ahead, cut them up, weld in some steel, piss around with it a little bit, and show you when I'm a little further along. All right, after an excessive amount of dinking around, this is what I came up with. So this will, it's going to go on here, don't know if you can see that. Boom, boom. Anyway, trust me, that's how it goes. So I think I'm going to put this on the column, bring the column back in the truck, and see how the exact attachment is going to be to the dash. I'm going to finish cleaning this up and rounding it a little bit, but I'm going to put a piece of rubber in here anyhow, just so it doesn't squeak and stuff like that. So, you know, don't have to be too fancy with it, I guess. I'll make the rubber a little bit wider, but that's when I go to install it for good. For now, I just want to get my placement, that's all. So I'm not going to over tighten it or anything like that. Just going to see where she's going to end up and what I have to do to, like I said, attach it to the dash. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to go ahead and put this together, and yeah, I'll come back when I'm in the truck. Okay, so I sort of have it in. Just got to tighten things up and stuff, but man, I can't believe how long it took me to do this stupid thing. I've been on this thing for a day and a half. But anyway, what I did was I just made up a bracket out of some heavy plate there, and all it is 90 this way, bend it down that way, and then I bent it down at 45 this way. That gave me something to bolt my column to. So, you know, like I said, it's not quite tightened yet and everything. I just wanted to make sure I had good placement for the wheel and a comfortable position, and that it is. So, you know, looking at it from inside, there we go. I got the camera right at my eye level, so you know, you got a good view of the gauges. There's plenty of room back here, and plenty of room, you know, between the knees and the wheel. So I'm calling it a win. I think it's good. I can finish tightening this up any time, but not right now. There's no point. I've got a bunch of other things I've got to do first. You know, I just wanted to get the placement proper. So once I get my my wiring figured out, so it can just plug in down there, I'm going to pull the column back out, and you know, so I got room to work on the fuse box, put the gauges and all that kind of stuff in. So yeah, the column's going to come out again, but I'm going to leave it right where it is right now. Sweat all over this thing. This is stupid. It's about 110 degrees out right now. As far as the bottom goes, that's going to be real simple. All I'm going to do there, get too old for this shit. All I'm going to do there, I've got a piece, well, I think I showed it to you earlier. I'm going to take this piece here, right? We'll put a rubber underneath it, and I'll make the hole in the rubber, you know, smaller than the diameter of the column, so it's a good tight seal when the column goes through. And then I'm going to weld up a flange maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches high, just all the way around here. The little, you know, it's going to be split in the middle with 2 little tabs. Drill the hole, and with a bolt in it, tighten it up against the column and call it done. So yeah, super simple. Not over complicated like this thing here that I just did. But anyway, I like the look of it, and I say there's plenty of space all the way around, and I just love the contrast, the color of the wheel with the interior. That's awesome. So another job off the list. Sweet. I guess next is yeah, more wiring. I should probably figure out a throttle cable or a throttle pedal as well. Get that out of the way. And that's the last thing I got to put through the firewall. Yeah, I think maybe that's what I'm going to get after. Anyway, that's it for today. I am soaked and sweating my nuts off here, so I've got to replace all that moisture with maybe a couple ice cold beers. So that's what I'm going to do. There you go. Cheers. You know, for something simple like a steering column bracket, there's a lot of freaking work involved in that. Tons of cutting, welding, grinding. I'm filthy. You know, trial and error, piece fit, see how things go, whatever. I mean, you can go and buy a generic bracket. But you know, I like actually making them, and
that's part of the deal. And at the end of the day, you've got something that's a little bit different than everybody else has, you know. Some guys just use like a muffler clamp, boom, done, right? But I prefer something a little clean. Once that thing is all sanded, ground down, cleaned up, smoothed out, and with a lick of paint on it, it's gonna look great. It's gonna look like it's supposed to be there, and that's what I want. So anyway, it's another job out of the way. I just gotta keep knocking them off the list, man. I gotta keep going at this thing. This guy, there's a wedding on the 25th of August, and he'd kind of like to have the truck for that. That'll be giving her. That's pushing it, but I'm gonna try my best. And told him that's all I can do is my very best. I'm a one-man operation, man, and you know, I'm not 40 years old anymore either, so it is what it is. I'll just keep pounding away at it. But there's a lot done. There's just a lot of little things to wrap up. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time, make myself a list again. I've crossed most of the things off the list that's on there now. It's on my hoist. But there's a few things still that I hadn't crossed off, so I'm going to keep them on the list, but I'm going to make a whole new one. All these little things that will drive you crazy, but they've all got to be done. I've also got to order a boatload of parts, man. I need a ton of stuff, so I'm going to get on that too. Yeah, there's lots to go yet. Not to mention all the buffing and everything else that I got to do. Still got the boxer fenders to paint, the hood. So there's a boatload of shit to do, man, and it's going to be a hard pull. And with this heat, that doesn't help either. I mean, it's, you know, it's 90, so it's freaking hot, especially when you're welding all day. That sucks. What else? New subscribers, good bunch. Again, thank you very much. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. You'd just be helping an old guy out, you know, living the dream here. Just helping a guy out with his hobby. Want to see it grow. I'm having fun with it, and you know, the more subscribers I have, the more I can do with the channel, the more things I can get into. So yeah, please subscribe. I'd truly appreciate it. And yeah, that's great. I hit what, 1,500 subscribers yesterday, I think it was. So that's good. You know, it's moving along. When I get to 2,000 or so, I might put out some t-shirts or something. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Anyway, yeah, and not doing anything else. Get out in the garage and build something, man. Or you can come over here and help me. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Later.